All right, good morning, guys. It's been a long time. I've been away doing so many things, so I'm partially back. I'm actually not back. A friend of mine called me yesterday, a very respected friend, and we had this conversation, and it was a blessing. So I just felt in my spirit that I need to put this out. So he called me and asked me this very important question, and said because he's also in the entertainment industry. So he asked, why are marriages failing? People he knows their marriages are failing, blah blah blah. That what's the problem? That what do I think about it? And I was happy that I felt at least I could speak on something like that. So we spoke, and some of the things we discussed, I want to put out some of them out here. So the first thing I told him is, why are people actually getting married, or why are people choosing the spouses they are choosing? That's the big question. Like, why are people choosing their spouses, or how are people choosing their spouses? It is very important. You know, we sometimes get carried away, with looking at somebody and just wanting to just be quick, maybe because of pressure from family and friends that you should settle down or something like that. Just pick anybody. Not remembering the fact that this thing called marriage, they expire. It's like forever, except you divorce. Like, you are entering this thing with somebody that you've never really actually, even if you've met, if you've dated for years, you are coming from two different backgrounds. Maybe our own background has a particular culture or tradition, and whatever. Yours, you have a different one. You two are coming together and you are going to have kids and going to be together forever till death do you apart. And you are just rushing into it. It's now, for you to choose a spouse, it is very important that you choose your friend. Choose your friend. I am not going to overemphasize that. Choose your friend. Now, marriages, the love that is shacking you right now is not going to be forever. I'm going to be factual with you. Love in marriage is not they do past 2 years. So 2 years is too much. Most times it won't exceed 6 months, 1 year. That is the love. That butterflies inside your stomach now will die within 6 months, max 2 years. What would keep the marriage going afterwards would be the friendship between you guys. The friendship, like, how do you relate? How can you forgive each other fast? And I told my friend that there's been several times that me and you go get issue. We know say we get issue, but we no go even know how we take even just say, just coordinate and say, guy, only alpha, how we take run this thing. That is friendship. But if you now move there to marriage and you are not married to your friend, if she or he do something that you don't like, you go to magnify am for your head, you go to multiply am for your head, say why this person go do this thing, instead of you just overlook. That's one. Then secondly, when you are with someone and the foundation of the marriage is based on pretense, nothing good can come out of it. I'm just being real here. Okay, I gave him an example. I said, let's say I wasn't married. And okay, with the small thing where I get now, nice car, blah blah blah. I go to a night of 1,000 laugh, or go to AY live show, blah blah blah, and I see, let's say, a Femi or a Dangote's family member, maybe daughter, that looks pretty, and I want to get married to her, right? For the connection. I have to package, right? Yeah, need to look good, dab and all of that. So she likes me because of, maybe I rent a G-Wagon or I go with my Jalopy Benz and we start something, right? I put out a wrong impression of me out there. She falls in love with it. It's fine. We start. Remember, this is going forever. no matter how good of an actor you are, you cannot act for 10 years straight. You cannot even act for 5 years. You cannot act for 2 years. Your real self will start coming out. So I start all of this based on pretense because of whatever I think I want to gain, right? After 2 years, I start showing my real self. I remember that the love or whatever she created in her head was based off the impression I've projected of me being a young Otedola or Dangote. Everything starts falling apart because that impression she has in her head starts falling, and it goes both ways. That's secondly. Then thirdly, when you are choosing or when you are entering this ordeal, don't fall or don't like someone. Don't choose someone because the person looks pretty, because the person is rich, because the person has nice shape. I keep saying it. No matter how pretty someone looks, in your eyes, person will look pretty for 1 year straight. I keep saying this thing that we all have had that babe that looks so pretty. That I be like, say, once I get this babe, nothing again. This is gonna be the last. This is the end. Almost see as this babe, they flawless. But after like 6 months, we know they see the pretty this thing again. We don't they chook eye outside. What happened? Did the beauty go away? No. Because we are not seeing it again. So if you choose someone based on how their shapes and all of that, you not go to see them forever. So when you stop seeing it, what happens to the love? Gone, right? And everything falls apart. If you are going to choose, my honest, humble advice, this tiny me, is choose someone that you just like. Whether they see their physique and all of that. If the physique is what you are seeing, I'm sorry, don't go into marriage, man. Probably just have like a 1-night stand or 5-night stand and let it just end like that. If the reason you are choosing someone is because the person is pretty, because the person has nice shape, banging body, bros, just run short this thing. And sister, just na infatuation, clear and common for body, make you move on. It's like 9 in 10, go work. Go work. So really there are no established or approved or acceptable manuals for marriages. Really, anything can work, but these principles, just take note of them, because from years and years of experience and all of that, seeing these things go sour. Not do one, not choose person because the person fine, person get nice shape, because the person sweet, we not go sweet forever. Everybody that is pretty has an ugly side or ugly sides, because you are seeing that pretty beauty because you are looking at the person from a particular angle. Try a 360-degree scan. Look at the person from all different angles, from top to bottom, from right to left, every corner. You pick one angle that is not pretty, and when you go into marriage, you definitely see the whole 360. And the day you see the angle where the person don't find from, I think that's going to be the crack in the marriage. I don't want to make comment on any particular marriage, even the celebrity. Some of them I know personally. Some of them I was there when they got married. But Yoruba people will say this thing. So until next time we meet, have wonderful and perfect and fruitful relationships. But please, if you know you are not sure, if you know you are not ready for this thing, I beg, not marry. You are causing more problems to this world because you are bringing children to this world that are just going to end up as retards.